our series, and I'm very pleased to introduce, without further ado, Fred Hansen, the General Manager of TriMet. And we've been trying to get Fred to speak here for a while, and we're very glad to have him.
Thank you. We'll see if everybody says that after I've spoken or not. It is a pleasure to be here. I know I wanted to be able to share a little bit about a little bit of my background at least as a kind of a setting the context. Much of my work, I've certainly served, in fact, all of my professional career has really been in the public service side. But a lot of it's been involved in the environmental regulatory side. I had headed up the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality for a decade, 1984 through 1994, when then President Bill Clinton and Al Gore, Vice President Al Gore, asked if I would come back and become the Deputy Administrator for the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the #2 spot in the charged with protecting the environment. And I did that for 4 years, the middle 4 years of the Clinton-Gore term, and then I had a chance to be able to come back to Oregon, my home, and head up transit. And I'll come back to one other element on that in a second. But some people ask me, well, why would you come back? I mean, if you're environmental regulatory world, why come back to making sure that the buses and the trains are run on time? And the answer is, I've always believed that some of the greatest environmental challenges are urban challenges, and as a result, the connection between land use and transportation is absolutely key, and this is an area that actually cares about those things and does something right about it. So there's an opportunity to be able to really put in practice a lot of the issues that I'd really been fighting for a number of years. Prior to becoming director of the Department of Environmental Quality, I had a number of other places. I served on Capitol Hill for a U.S. congressman from Oregon, and had done a stint in the Peace Corps, which I'm going to tell you one story about in a little while, but also did some work in the Carter White House and so on. The one message I'd like to leave you, because I kind of moved around in a number of different spots, is that if there were any time that I would have set in my career what the next step would be that I would like to be able to take, I would never have chosen the step I actually took. And what I really want to leave you with is that the opportunities, you need to be open to opportunities. You need to be able to think differently about what the next thing might bring. And I watched too many people, and I did during certainly the time that I was going through a number of those steps, and I watch people today, that they have the whole life mapped out. And I just think that's a mistake, because you really pass up opportunities to be able to do things that I think are very important. So with that, let me turn to the issue at hand, and that's sustainability.